Hello dear student. First of all, I am welcome to you in our third lecture. So in the previous lecture, we have seen the introductory part as well as basic principles of mass spectrometry and ionization techniques in mass spectrometry. This part we have seen in the previous lecture. So in the today's lecture, we will see the instrumentation of mass spectrometer. So in the today's lecture, we will see the instrumentation of mass spectrometer, types of mass analyzer, then the construction and working of this quadruple mass analyzer, advantages and disadvantages of quadruple mass analyzer, and last we will see the application of quadruple mass analyzer. So these are the content of today's lecture. Then we move towards the next slide. In that we see the block diagram of mass spectrometer. This is the block diagram of mass spectrometer. Here we see the inlet system. We know that the sample required for the mass spectrometer, it is in gaseous form. So gaseous samples are introduced through this inlet system into the ion source. In the ion source, the ionization takes place and the production of positive ions takes place. So these positive ions are transferred into the mass analyzer. This ion source, in that we have seen electron ionization and chemical ionization. In that the molecular ions are produced and that molecular ions are further fragmented into the positive ion. These positive ions are transferred into the mass analyzer. This mass analyzer is the heart of mass spectrometer. In this mass analyzer, the ions are separated according to their charge to mass ratio. So then that ions are collected into the ion collection system. And finally, all the result is recorded into the data handling system. Okay, this is the block diagram of mass spectrometer. In the next slide, we will see the instrumentation of mass spectrometer. This is the figure for the mass spectrometer. In this figure, we see this is the sample inlet. This chamber, it is nothing but sample evaporation chamber. Here two heating coils are there. Then this next chamber, it is called ionization chamber. Here the tungsten filament lamp is there. The next chamber, it is ion acceleration chamber. In that these different electrodes are present. Then the next is mass analyzer. This is the magnet. These are the magnets. Then this one is detector, amplifier and recorder. Okay, this is the instrumentation of mass spectrometer. Then we see the working of this mass spectrometer. We know that for the mass spectrometer, the sample required in gaseous phase. But we know that the samples are exist in three forms: solid, liquid and gaseous form. If our sample is in gaseous form, then there is no problem. But if our sample is in solid and liquid form, then it has to be converted into a gaseous form. So we introduce that solid liquid sample into this through this inlet into the sample evaporation chamber. Here the heating coils are present. This heating coil produces a temperature and due to that temperature the sample get heated and it is converted into the gaseous form. This gaseous sample is then introduced into the next chamber, that is called ionization chamber. This ionization chamber we have seen in the previous lecture also. So Here the tungsten filament lamp is there. It produces the electron with potential 17 electron volt. So these electrons are bombarded on the gaseous sample, that is M. So these electrons remove the electron from this gaseous sample and it converts this M into the molecular ion, that is M plus and radical form. So the potential required to convert this M to M plus is, that potential is called ionization potential, and its approximate value is 8 to 15 electron volt. So the potential required to convert this M to M plus is 8 to 15 electron volt, but the potential produced by this tungsten lamp is 17 electron volt. This extra potential gives the fragmentation of ion. So this extra potential gives the fragmentation of this molecular ion into the smaller ions. These positive ions are further transferred into the ion acceleration chamber, and these negative electrons are collected in ion collection. Okay, so these positive ions are transferred into the next chamber, that is ion acceleration chamber. In the ion acceleration chamber, there are three types of electrodes are present. This first one is positive electrode, second one is negative electrode, and the third one is more negative electrode is present in the ion acceleration chamber. When these positive ions are coming from the ionization chamber, they first repel by this electrode because it having positive charge, and we know that like charges repel each other. So these positive ions and positive electrode, they repel each other, and this repulsion takes place towards the right side because at the right side more negative electrodes are present. So all the positive ions are repelled by this electrode and they are accelerate towards or attracted towards this negative electrode. So all positive ions are accelerate here and then they are passed into the next part, that is mass analyzer. This mass analyzer is the heart of mass spectrometer. So the main function of this mass analyzer is to separate the ion according to their charge to mass ratio. Here this M is having higher molecular weight, higher M by Z value. So it detected first in the detector. Then this M1 is having moderate value. Then it is detected second. And this M2 is having least value, lowest value, it detected at last. So the main function of this mass analyzer, it separate the ion according to their charge to mass ratio. Okay. This magnet produces the magnetic field here and they separate the ion according to their charge to mass ratio. Then this detector detects the signal, then it is transferred to the amplifier. Here the direct amplifiers are used. Amplifier amplifies the signal and finally these signals are recorded into the recorder. So this is the instrumentation and working of mass spectrometer. Okay, it is clear. Then we will move towards the next slide, that is mass analyzer. Mass analyzer is also called ion separator. We have seen in the previous slide M1 and M2, these ions are separated in the mass analyzer. Hence the name is ion separator. Mass analyzer is a heart of mass spectrometer that takes ionized masses and separate them based on charge to mass ratio. Mass analyzer must possess the following characteristics. Means Good mass analyzer must have these following characteristics. It must have high rate of transmission of ions, and it should have high resolution. High resolution means it must give a sharp peak, means it has high resolution. So these are the characteristics. Then we see the types of mass analyzer. There are number of types of mass analyzer. So the first one is quadrupole mass analyzer. Second, time of flight mass analyzer. Third, magnetic sector mass analyzer. Fourth one is double focusing mass analyzer. Fifth one is quadrupole ion trap mass analyzer, and the last is ion cyclotron resonance mass analyzer. So out of these 6 types of mass analyzer, we will study the first 4 mass analyzer because these first 4 are included in our syllabus. So we will discuss these first 4 mass analyzer in section first. Okay, then we start with our first mass analyzer, that is quadrupole mass analyzer. So this is the figure for quadrupole mass analyzer. Quadra means 4. So in this figure we see that there are 4 cylindrical rod. These are the 4 cylindrical rod. They are arranged in a square. They are arranged in a square and they are parallel to the ion beam. These cylindrical ions are parallel to the ion beam. Here the DC and AC voltage is applied. Instead of AC we also use the word radio frequency RF. Okay, so here DC and RF voltage is applied between this cylindrical rod. Okay, and the ions are entered through this slit, and here when the ions are enter and DC and RF voltage is applied, so here the oscillating electrostatic field is developed between this rod, and the heavier ion strike first into the detector. Okay, this is the figure of quadrupole mass analyzer. Its working we see in the next slide. So remember this figure. You have to draw this figure on page. Then we see the working of this quadrupole mass analyzer. So this quadrupole mass analyzer is one type of mass analyzer which is used in mass spectroscopy. The main function of this quadrupole mass analyzer is to separate the particles based on mass to charge ratio. It is also called transmission quadrupole mass analyzer because in that through that cylindrical rod ions are transmitted. Hence the name is transmission quadrupole mass analyzer. It consists of 4 cylindrical rods which are parallel to each other. They are arranged in a square, right? The opposing rod pair is connected together electrically. We have seen in the previous slide, they are opposing rod pair are connected together electrically. Okay, a RF or AC voltage and a DC voltage is applied between that cylindrical rod. Ion will travel through the quadrupole. Only ions of certain M by Z, means appropriate M by Z value, such a types of ion will reach the detector first, and the ions are passed from one end to the another end. By application of radio frequency and direct voltage, oscillation will take place. Ions enter through the slit, and when we apply AC and DC voltage, at that time that ions undergoes the oscillation. So this oscillation takes place by two ways. We apply RF and DC voltage, right? So if the RF voltage is greater than the DC voltage, at that time larger ion will hit the detector first. That means they reach towards the detector first. So in that case the M plus is having highest molecular weight. So it is a larger ion. So it will hit the detector first. Then M1 is having moderate weight and then M2 is having least weight. So the first M plus is reached, then M1 and lastly M2 is reached towards the detector. In the second case, if this radio frequency is less than the direct current, then the smaller ion will hit the detector first. So we revert that M2 is having least weight. So it will hit the detector first, then M1 and lastly M plus, because M plus is having higher molecular weight. Okay, by this two way the oscillation takes place and the ion reach towards the detector. Here the single positive charge ion shows the stable oscillation, while the remaining they shows the unstable oscillation. That means if unappropriate M by Z value, such ions if present they will undergoes unstable oscillation and they hit the rod. They hit the cylindrical rod. They do not reach towards the detector. While the correct M by Z ratio, correct M by Z ratio will undergoes stable oscillation and they strike the detector first and they gives the signal. Okay, so this is about the construction and working of quadrupole mass analyzer. Okay, then we see the advantages of this quadrupole mass analyzer. The first advantage is that it has a relatively small, it is relatively small and it has low cost system. It has good reproducibility. It determines the molecular weight of many compounds. It also identifies the structure of many compounds. It gives very fast result. These are the advantages of the quadrupole mass analyzer. Then we see the disadvantages of quadrupole mass analyzer. It has low resolution mass analyzer. Only one M by Z ratio value can be obtained at a time. Peak heights variable as a function of a mass. Broader M by Z ratio values can be obtained only after long scanning period. These are the disadvantages of quadrupole mass analyzer. Okay, then we see the application of the quadrupole mass analyzer, where it is used. It is used in both qualitative and quantitative analysis. Then it is used in liquid chromatography mass spectrometry, that means LCMS. In the LCMS, these quadrupole mass analyzers are used, as well as it is used in GCMS, that means gas chromatography and mass spectrometry. It is used in bimolecular detection. Two types of molecules can be detected by using this quadrupole mass analyzer. Then the next application is compositional analysis of gases and volatile liquids. Compositional analysis of gases means, suppose we consider the example LPG. The composition of LPG is, it contains hydrocarbons, propane, isobutane. So this is the composition of LPG. So such a composition means isobutane, propane, hydrocarbons can be detected by using this quadrupole mass analyzer. Hence it is used in compositional analysis of a gases as well as volatile liquids. Okay, it is mainly used in residual gas analysis. So these are the applications. So we finish our lecture. So in the today's lecture, we see the instrumentation of mass spectrometry. In that, we see the block diagram of mass spectrometer. Then we see the types of mass analyzer, different types of mass analyzer. In that, we start the first mass analyzer, that is quadrupole mass analyzer. We see the instrumentation working of this quadrupole mass analyzer, then advantages, disadvantages of quadrupole mass analyzer, and last we see the application of this quadrupole mass analyzer. Okay, so it is clear. In the next lecture, we see the remaining mass analyzers. Okay, thank you.